Joseph Bow.
Why are you here?
You're a new map maker, Commandant.
Then you can be of service.
How fortunate.
For you.
Is it possible to change my seat?
How does this work?
I'm waiting for the sunshine.
Looks like you might have a problem.
Maybe you can be my sunshine.
Well, Emile, I have to tell you, as I mentioned a moment ago, I loved this film. I really enjoyed the subject matter and really the poignancy of it. Clearly, this is a story that, on the face of it, has such an incredible story of two people finding love amid the horrors of the Holocaust at Auschwitz. But what was it about this story for you as an actor? Not only the story in general, but the character that you're playing that attracted you to the role.
I think the thing that was the biggest spark of interest for me was his ability to look at the world like the glass was always half full. His optimism and his resilience in the face of even the darkest times, he still was able to bring the light elements of life about, and use his sense of humor and jokes and levity to buoy those around him.
There's some things that they can't take from us. Laughter, joy, our spirits.
And that was something that I think are wonderful and admirable qualities for people to have. And those were the elements of the character that I was really hoping that when I went on to my next job and my next, rest of my life, I could carry little pieces of Joseph with me in those ways. I think there's a lot to learn from individuals that have that kind of, I don't know what it would, a certain levity or able to always, to never lose your sense of humor, even in the darkest times, and to be able to find love. It's sort of like the rose that grew from concrete, even amidst this concentration camp, these two people were able to fall in love and laugh, and it really happened. I mean, it's amazing that it happened at all.
Mama, I met the most wonderful woman for being my sunshine.
Only you yourself would find something like that in a place like this.
I see you. You take care of everybody. But who takes care of you?
Did you find it challenging, in a sense, to try and find that balance between playing this character that does have such a sense of humor amid horrific circumstances, and it being a true story, of course, but for you to convey that to a new audience and it ring true, ring authentic?
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the biggest challenges was, okay, Joseph Bow is supposed to be hilarious. Everyone talks about what a funny guy he was. So the challenge was, okay, well, when we do this script now, we need to have him be funny.
Oh, I do not speak German. You can kiss my
As you like.
You didn't.
Is this my deposition or yours?
You have to have a certain sixth sense for what you think is funny in order to do this. It's a weird thing because it takes a lot of confidence to be like, okay, I'm in the middle of this super dramatic scene, but we're gonna add this comedic flavor and this comedic beat, and it's not going to throw off the verisimilitude of the scene. It's like a weird balancing act where you're constantly balancing the comedy and the drama, and that was key to Joseph, and also such a big part of his ability to persuade people and to motivate them to have hope was his ability to use humor to disarm people, to get people to trust him and to like him, and such as the scene with the boy in the fence when the young boy is thinking about ending his life, and Joseph, he uses his sense of humor and his wit to kind of make the boy reevaluate his feelings.
If you want justice, you're going to have to survive. Don't let them win me count.
As I speak with you about this, that balancing act continues in another sense between you and your co-star Inbar in terms of making that romance believable
Yes.
amid those circumstances, because clearly it's not the most conducive to a romance type of relationship, and yet you both carry it off wonderfully so.
Absolutely. There was a bit of a push-pull and a constant, we rehearsed not too much, just a little bit, but we really got our dance moves down, as they say.
I can't believe it now that I see it. How long have we got? Forever, forever.
She has a fierce talent and she's very tenacious and a lot of determination, and she really makes her inner strength is she's not faking it, it's right there on the surface, and she kind of radiates that, and that's just such an important quality to Rebecca.
And again, your co-star Inbar Lavi, her character of Rebecca has her own amount of strength that she portrays in this film.
Absolutely. I mean, she was, just as much of a badass, heroic heroine as anyone.
However long forever is, share it with me.
You'd say, however, however long forever.
The significance of this film, perhaps particularly in the tensions that we're feeling today, the anti-Semitism that we're seeing today, where does this film fit in terms of this climate?
This is the type of film where it is a period piece. This is events that happened in World War II, and hopefully by people taking a look at the past, we can appreciate the moment that we're in, and take those qualities that Joseph Bow had, resilience and courage, and not ever giving up hope. And for me, especially in the super divided times we live in now, just giving people characters that have a sense of hope, it stays relevant, and it just helps bring light to people's lives.
Was a long, cold winter.
If we do our work, maybe we can survive this madness and tell our story.
Was it difficult for you all to act out this terrible part of history and sort of relive it?
It was difficult. We would try to, be strong as we could, but there are the grim realities of the atrocities and horrible things that happened during that war and during that time period that are just, it's horrific. And even though the violence in this film is very curtailed and limited, it's a PG-13 movie, and we kept it that way for a reason, to have a broader younger audience than a movie like Schindler's List. It's just something that your mind cannot help but go to those dark places of what really happened to so many different people, and when you realize that you're playing people that really lived through this, and that basically everyone around them, I mean, probably like 80 or 90% of the people around them did not live through the war. It adds a certain heaviness and a weariness to the shoulders, but at the same time, it also makes the light and the lightheartedness that much more necessary to get you through the dark valleys.
However, however long forever is.
I'm just trying to give people hope. If you want justice, you're going to have to survive. Don't let them win me count. There's some things that they can't take from us. Laughter, joy, our spirits.
What do you hope audiences will take away from this film?
I hope what audiences take away is a sense of hope, and a sense that the glass is half full and love is possible and miracles can happen. And I think that those are mighty aspirations, but we should always aspire.